Of course, we are accepting the protocol, but permit me to welcome our Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, and also former Minister, Minister Shaw. Glad to see you here, sir, and visiting friends. This is such an awesome Denbigh. P.S. When we spoke about Denbigh bouncing back, I could never imagine this energy. This is a monumental occasion for us, the 68th staging. After 2 years, we have had 2 years of pressure, 2 years of energy, waiting to burst open. And I'm so proud of every single farmer, every single fisher, every one of our private sector partners, Jamie and others, the small farmers from Westmoreland, straight to St. Thomas, our farm queens, everybody who helped at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning to put up every one of the booths. Everybody, everyone, the media, our friends, the patrons, the supporters who are here, who has made this such a success. But particularly the Jamaica Agricultural Society. I want us to really put our hands together for the JAS, was led from the front, every single parish, in ensuring that we have the Denbigh. This is the big and the better Denbigh. And this is the Denbigh when we get the opportunity to launch Jamaica's new narrative, our theme, our direction for agriculture. When we say grow smart, eat smart, Mayor Mirage, what we mean is that we're going to think differently. We're going to use traditional methods, we're going to use the new methods, and we're going to drive towards efficiency. Because what we are facing is not normal, so we can't think normal. What we are facing is a combination of things that we have never faced before. From COVID-19, to crime, to conflict in Europe, and to what? This is Holness, climate change. And you, in your constituency, have faced the negative consequences of climate change. And so you understand more than anyone else the need for us to think of more efficient, productive ways to build resilience in Jamaica and to build up the agricultural sector. And we're looking to ensure that we get everybody involved, from St. Ann to Kingston. And we're going to even invite MP Big Rob Miller and his team from St. Catherine. Everyone, every single Jamaican boy and girl, parent, everyone can get involved and play their role in the Grow Smart, Eat Smart campaign. And Debbie, as you said a while ago, we're involving and integrating technology. But it's not just Grow Smart. That's why we say Grow Smart, Eat Smart. And we're making that connection because we want to ensure that as we focus on increased production of our local produce, we're talking about deliberate, strategic consumption of our produce here in Jamaica. And we want to make sure that people don't feel afraid. Don't be afraid to step out and take the risk. If you go to our RADA booth, if you go to the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, I can't even call it a booth, it's a whole massive village that the PSS put together. You're going to see breadfruit flour. You're going to see sweet potato flour. You're going to see plantain flour. You're going to see cassava flour. You're going to see chips. You're going to see porridge. You're going to see all the things that Jamaica can produce for Jamaica, for the region and for the world. And we're going to move this across this country, across our region. And we at the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, we will focus on our targeted crops. We have our priorities, we have our programs at RADA, which is now going to be led by Mr. Simpson and his team. We are going to ensure that we give the support to our farmers across Jamaica. We're going to make sure that our chairman and all of the board of RADA are focused on giving the support through the incentive programs. Focus on ensuring that all our farmers know exactly how to develop the business plans. To focus on soil fertility. To focus on what you need to make sure that your productivity is at the optimum. We can't just scatter seeds anymore and by coincidence hope, JAS, that we get what we want. We have to take control of the narrative. We are taking control of our destiny. And that is why the agricultural sector is looking towards a new era, where we join together with the more than 260,000 farmers across this country and thousands of fisherfolk to make sure that together, we who are the backbone of the economy, Deputy Prime Minister Chan, we will play our part to do what our Prime Minister has asked us to do, Danny. He has asked us to show the people that we care. And we are making sure at our ministry that we show the people that we are here for you. We have support programs. We have technical programs. We have our onion and potato programs. And can I tell you, Jamaica, I have not signed one permit for potato since I've been Minister of Agriculture. I've not had to, because we are producing enough. For years we have asked the question, what do you need to do to grow agriculture? I always hear, well, we have to produce more, we have to export more, we have to go back to the time when we were producing milk and coffee and cocoa. Well, Debbie, let me tell you this. I asked Permanent Secretary, and he called Mr. Price and the team and said, listen, the minister wants the figures, Chairman Jones. This quarter, 10.4% improvement in domestic crop production. More than 7% increase and improvement in export of Jamaican products. And we are advancing programs, and we have increased production in milk, and we're going into the schools. Dr. Blake, Chairman Virgo, and the 4-H team are working with the schools to make sure that we are re-energizing and revitalizing those schools like Vertec in Clarendon, to make sure that we're building back those programs that had died down. We have a very strategic way to make sure that every tomato, scallion, hot pepper, Irish potato, watermelon, pineapple, everything that you can eat can be grown by our own. And we are going to make sure to give the support. I want to take this time to commend our farmers and our fishers and the JAS and the ministry. During the last 2 years, well, more than 2 years now, we have had to endure a pandemic that has hit the economy, that has hit every household, that has caused us to stay away. Some of us, we have to love from a distance. Some have to lead from a distance. But there is one group that, despite every protocol, despite every risk, they, Ambassador, have continued to get up at 3 and 4 in the morning to go out to the field, go out in their water boots, go out with the seeds, go out and till the soil. When the rest of us are at home with the mask, staying in, we don't wonder where we're going to get the food. But Mr. Kandapa knows, because he gives support to them. Mr. Spence knows, because he has been giving support to them throughout this time, to make sure that we have the potato, and we have the sweet potato and the yam and the cassava to eat. So we have to give the largest round of applause for the farmers and the fishers in our country. But we're still facing formidable challenges. As you know, cost of some of the inputs like the fertilizer and the animal feed, Prime Minister, is skyrocketing. And it's a challenge for us in Jamaica then. But I want to mention to you that we as a country, perhaps one of the only countries that have been able to boast that over the last few weeks, we, in partnership with our primary distributor, have seen reductions of more than 18% in the fertilizer price. That's Jamaica for you. And we are working, CTD, Orville Palmer, and the group at Bodles, to make sure that we can develop and research many different ways and mechanisms to have our local produce as implements in animal feed and fertilizer. Don't be afraid to clap. This is church right now. More than $1 billion has been supported and provided for farmers in our incentive programs. And there's another $1 billion that is important for us to note. Mr. Warwer, Mr. King, not too long ago, the DBJ, in partnership with the AIC, provided a loan facility. You know what I've heard as minister? When I came on January 11th, the Prime Minister asked me, well, let me put it right, instructed me that I should go to Hope Pastures, because that's where my new office is. And when I went up there, I saw Mr. Devon Sayers, and I said to him, why is it that everywhere I go, everywhere they're saying to me that farmers can't get any money to start? Councillor Williams, farmers can't get access to start. And when the World Bank head came to Jamaica, I had the opportunity to meet the managing director of the DBJ, Mr. Shaw. Not the honorable minister, the other Mr. Shaw, not the manager. And I spoke to him, and he responded. The DBJ has come up with a $1 billion with a B dollar loan facility for who? For small farmers, for medium farmers, for those farmers who want to enter the agricultural sector, for those farmers who want to expand. This is the new era of agriculture. We are taking it from every end and every angle to build the framework and the environment to build up agriculture and fisheries. Mr. Thompson and the Jacko team, you have a lot of work to do. Because when we grow smart and eat smart, it means that we have to be on the ground, we have to provide the capital, we have to provide the support. I want to just, as I close, invite everyone that is here, particularly Mr. Durban, who has been MC for us. And I did not see you walking around and trying the breadfruit flour and all of the pastries. We have breadfruit and cassava fruit cake, rock cake, and all type of things. I want to challenge you. Don't come to Denbigh just to look. Come to Denbigh and taste. Come to Denbigh and experience. And I promise you that you're going to take some home. You're going to get hooked on your own local products. And for those friends who are visiting, please feel free when you go home to your respective countries, whether Argentina, Australia, China, wherever you're going, to carry our local products back so we can get into those markets there. Denbigh must be a place for all Jamaican farmers to network and to build up our markets. I want to say our Grow Smart, Eat Smart starts officially today. I look forward to everyone who is here playing their role. I look forward to the parish officers, extension officers, managers of RADA playing the role. I look forward to the AIC team, to the JACRA team, to the NIC team, to all of the agencies under the ministry playing their role. I look forward to Dr. Bellamy and the fisheries team, who I have the most faith in, because the reality is that fisheries presents one of the greatest opportunities for growth in our country, playing their role. I look forward to all members of Parliament, whether from St. Thomas, whether from St. Elizabeth, like my Minister of State, Mr. Franklin Witter, who is always competing and saying that his bread basket is the only place that can grow. Whether it is my good friend Danny, who is from the West, who I'm going to challenge when I go to Westmoreland to make sure that your farmers are up toiling and producing. Wherever you are in Jamaica, the ministry is going to be there to give you the support. We are going to take agriculture and fisheries beyond your imagination. And we are going to continue to be the backbone of our economy. Prime Minister, I know that you have a lot on your shoulders. I know that you are focused on developing this country. I believe in you. I have always believed in you. I will continue to believe in you. Believe in us. If we get the support in this ministry, we will make you a proud Prime Minister. The little girl who stopped out there said, "Oh, you're the best Prime Minister we've seen." And we're going to make sure that we live to see that little girl grow up. And that remark that she made must resonate across this country. We're going to make you the best Prime Minister that she has seen. And agriculture will play its role. Right before I go, I want to say to you, let me see if you're listening to me. Grow. I'm not hearing you. Grow. Eat.